Hey guys, and welcome to Salt. Salt is the journey of a lone man trapped on an island who uses his raw skills and ability to leave that island and become an explorer, a pirate, and an adventurer. So come with me guys as we explore Salt. So it always gives you a generic name. Sometimes they're pretty funny, but we want to be the Greenlee. So I recommend normal. I don't recommend hardcore mode for beginning players, and I recommend the default seed. But you can use whatever seed you want. It shouldn't really affect your experience too badly. Some seeds might be weird though, so I recommend the default seed wherever possible. So guys, when we spawn in here, we're going to spawn on an island. This island is going to contain all the ingredients we need to survive. So when you spawn on the island, you can actually, if you turn around and head straight up, it's the quickest way to get to the items you will need. So the items you need are wood, as we found here. We're actually finding quite a bit of good wood, which is quite good. The other items we're looking for is the pickaxe, the treasure chest, and right by the treasure chest there will be a fallen adventurer who we will want to loot. So those are the three things you're looking for right away. The pickaxe, like I said, if you turn around and go up this hill, the pickaxe will be right here. So that is one of the parts of our quest we need right away. So, sorry, I did it probably too fast for you, but if you press the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you can bind stuff to your inventory slots. So we'll continue picking up items. I think the treasure chest is actually this way, but like I said, we'll need to explore the full island because I recommend getting as much wood and fibers as you can. So the island will not have any danger to you, so you don't have to worry about it. So there's 3 bars if you see in the corner. As we sprint using the shift key, it will go down. So the first bar is your stamina bar. Second bar is your health bar, and the third bar is your hunger bar. So the hunger might be considered different compared to some games, but it's actually very similar to Minecraft, especially on the lower difficulties where you do not take food damage. If your hunger is depleted totally, you will not take health damage. However, you will not be able to heal either over time or at a campfire. So it is important you get your food up, have your health is maxed, and you want to kind of min-max. You do not have to eat until you start to get hungry. Or sorry, till you start to get low on health. However, it's generally a lot of food in the game, so it's quite easy to keep your health up. What I think you can do is just keep your eye up and keep your eye on trees, because there will be fruit in trees. We'll see if we can pick out some fruit. Not always, but it usually can be easy to pick out. So we're going to head this direction because this is the direction the treasure chest is in. At least if my memory is half decent. Yes, there is the treasure chest. I actually don't see any rocks. Usually there's rocks. Oh, okay, yeah, there's the rock. Usually there's a rock right here. Since it's a seed, all the stuff always spawns in the same location. So, ooh, we got really lucky. We got magnetic stone right away. Usually it takes about 10 or so rocks to get magnetic stone. So magnetic stone's really handy. So these are the items, like I said, and will let us escape the island. So the poor soul here, I'm not sure if he has a name. No, he doesn't. It just says interact. But he will give us some really important items for us. The short sword and a bronze key. So bronze keys are used to open up chests on islands. And the sword is pretty much the best melee weapon you can get. The other melee weapon you can get right away is the club, but the club is less damage and generally not recommended. So we open the chest. It gives us the remaining stuff we will need to leave the island. So we got plant fibers, cotton, coins, wood. Coal is just used for torches and the like, and flags. So if we take all that stuff, there's actually more plant. We didn't get much plant fibers, so usually I find a lot more plants. But, oh, maybe I just didn't explore this area. I think the item drops, like the wood and stuff, are random. I don't think it depends on the seed. I think they just spawn randomly. So because you usually get a lot more plant fibers than this, but it doesn't really matter. So we have collected enough wood. I like to go off in this direction, but you can go off in any direction you want. However, when you're thinking of leaving an island, I recommend placing a flag. So right click on it to start using it. Find the highest spot you can, but I use this placed here. To be rotated with Q and E, but left click to place. It's just a generic flag. You cannot alter the flag or put your character's picture or something on it. It's a very generic flag. So now we're ready to leave. I will quickly explain some of the inventory. On the left hand side, you have your health, food, strength, blah blah blah. These are all default values, and they will increase as you equip better stuff. It also shows you your gold here, even though it shows you your gold here, but neither here nor there. So you can press H to read through. I'm explaining pretty much all this stuff, so you don't have to read it, but if you forget, you can always press H, and it tells you everything that you may have forgotten. The game also gives you a basic crafting guide. It tells you all the basic stuff you'll need to craft in order to get anywhere. So I will explain these as we go on. The Strange Journal and the Orson Bluffbeard are story. Stick around for the second episode and we will read those and get more into story. Like I said, there's a tutorial and I don't want to weigh people down who just want to know the facts. Strong plant fibers are more useful plant fibers than the basic ones. And they're generally rarer. We just luckily got a whole bunch. Okay, wood is our basic craft material. Stone, again, is kind of basic. Magnetic stone is used in a compass. Do we actually have the compass recipe? I'm not sure if they give it to you right away. No, I'm not sure. If they do, don't actually know the compass recipe offhand. Is it wood? Stone, cloth. Might be iron. I'd have to look up the recipe. But it's not really a basic item. But I can look up the recipe here shortly. So, there's actually one other thing I want to show you guys before we leave this island. It is bamboo. So bamboo has a quite interesting mechanic for collecting it. You just run through bamboo shoots. So some people can be kind of confused on how they get bamboo because it is quite random. Ooh, I missed the thing. So here's bamboo. You just walk through it. If you run, you can actually collect bamboo a lot faster. So there's longer things of bamboo over there, but I just wanted to use these to show you guys. So sometimes you'll walk through for a second, sometimes you seemingly walk through forever. Well, we will show you. This one's easier to collect bamboo because it's quite a bit longer. So just gonna walk through here and you will collect bamboo. The game is going to be horrible to me since I'm trying to show it off. Come on, game, don't be a jerk. No, still. Funny game, funny joke. Good joke, game. Seriously, I've walked through and got like 2 bamboo in like 5 seconds. Now the game's is being a little jerkus marlurkus. Wow. I don't think I've ever gone this long without getting bamboo. No? No bamboo? That's very interesting. There we go, exceptional stem bamboo. I apologize that it took so long, guys. But that is how you get it, so. Normally I launch from that other one where I put my flag down, but we'll launch from here. Since this is where we are. So, you wanna... So, the first thing you might think is that you have a choice between boats. Unless you got extremely times a million lucky, you cannot craft the sailboat. Kind of for 2 reasons. One, you won't have 4 cloth. Technically, I think you could find maybe 10 plant fibers and make 4 cloth, but you do not have hardwood. Hardwood is a rarer type of wood than regular wood, so we're going to be confined to making the sail raft. Also, if you get hardwood, I recommend you making a shovel, like saving it, making a shovel first. But anyway, so craft, we just go into the crafting menu, then we right click our items, and it will give you basic items. So the club is a basic weapon, but it's actually not that useful because they give you a short sword right away. But I guess if you use your short sword for some reason, you can make it if you are very desperate. and in the cloth is a second item. You can make a flag. Don't make a flag right away. If you accidentally make a flag though, you can make another cloth from your plant fibers. So also, I don't know why it says 3 plant fibers, because it's clear. Oh, it's costly plant fibers. Yeah, never mind. I'm just talking on my butt. So it always tells you at the bottom what it costs to craft it. So right click, it'll bring up a crafting. You click craft, and then you'll craft it. So once you craft something, don't panic if you don't see it in the inventory. It actually goes into the boat menu. So if you right click, it will show you cannot launch a boat off land. You have to put it in the water. So one other thing is you can jump on your boat. However, if your boat is too far out and you fall in the water, don't panic. You can just press F to board it. It also saw another menu button, push. If your boat's on land, you can push and get it off the land. So there's an interesting thing I see some people doing is they use their boat like this. So you can do that, and it is useful if you're in like really close quarters, but it is not the optimal way to use the boat. If you click on the sail, it will move automatically. You can also, I do this automatically now, but new players won't do it. The sail raft is interesting in that you can actually stand in the rudder and steer it, so you can see where you're steering. If you're steering like this, you can't actually see where you're steering. So you'd have to be turning around, steer it a little bit, turn around. So it is very useful to steer it like this. So the thing I was going to show you is to speed up your boat, you can actually go like this. It will speed up your boat. However, if you don't have anything to do, you can do that, but otherwise you can just look at your craft menu and craft stuff. So one thing you can craft right away, I thought you'd use, I was using the exquisite plant fibers, or the strong. So you can craft a bow. A bow is going to be very useful for catching deer. So we actually went a little bit off course, don't know why, but I guess because our rudder wasn't right in the middle. So if your rudder's not right in the middle, you'll kind of drift in one direction or the other. So we made a bow. We didn't get any flint, but you use flint and wood to make arrows. So you can't use a bow without arrows, which makes sense. The draw distance on this game is pretty good, so you can actually already see a deer over there. This is an uninhabited island. Uninhabited islands have the highest chance of containing deer, and can have treasure chests and a variety of other goodies. They will never contain pirates, so they're a good island to go to for your first kind of thing. You don't have to worry about losing your boat when you land. You can just kind of land wherever, because you can always spawn your boat back. But I think as we land here, the beach is a little bit easier. It'll be easier to climb. So it's kind of waggle, and you'll be all good. So we have landed. So we are mostly going to be looking for more stones so we can craft arrows. And just generally other useful items. Like wood. There's wood over there, but we're not going to run all the way over there for a piece of wood. So you can craft bamboo. Bamboo is useful in crafting, but it's not super, and you can always get it later. So I'm actually getting really bad luck. Usually, like, there's a lot more materials around that you can collect from, but none such luck. It's amazing when you go to record something how often sometimes you don't get a lot of good stuff. Because usually you find lots of rocks and stuff, but it's getting horrible luck. So we actually collected a grub. So grubs are used in fishing. So they're one of the few things. Also, if you kill deer, you'll get something that's used in fishing as well. Something I missed? No. Seriously, I can't believe my horrible luck. So anyway, guys, I'm going to run around for a bit and until I actually find a rock. So we'll be back in a second. So guys, I ran around a bit and I actually found a rich boulder. So rich boulders have better loot than the regular boulders. So We mine it and we actually got the flintstone we needed and hardstone ore. So hardstone is an upgraded ore. And actually now we have hardstone ore, we can craft our compass. So I did remember actually shortly after that hardstone ore and the magnetic stone is what you need to craft the compass. So compass has been crafted. So to use the compass, you just equip it like so, and you can use it whenever you need. I recommend putting it on the 0, so then you can just pull it out and figure it out. So you have to know the cardinal directions. When the red's porting north, that's north. So if you ever need it, if you don't know, nether, eat, shredded wheat, north, south, east, west. If you ever need it. So there is an upgraded compass you can get later on that has better markings so you can more accurately find out where stuff is. There's one other thing I actually found is a white flower. You can combine white flowers to make a healing potion. I think you can actually see it here if I just... Okay, no. Or maybe you need to combine something else. I can't remember. It actually says in the crafting book. So... Makes potion. 2 flowers of the same color. Okay, so I would have had to have the 2 flowers. I'm actually having really bad luck this island, so I'm actually going to head to the next island here. So, again, hop on your island. This one's actually pretty close. So, while we're on our way to this island, we can craft our arrows. So you get 5 arrows per flintstone. It's usually not that hard to get flint. So... So hopefully here I'll find more boulders. I don't know why it's such horrible luck not found any boulders really at all on that island. So again, your ship can just rest there and you can resummon it whenever you choose to or need it. So we really should be finding boulders. They're not that rare. Just can't believe this. So, boulders. So anyway, boulders aren't that important. I can show you the last portion of our Let's Play, or our basic tutorial here, is deer. So, if you shoot deer, you can try to sneak up on them, or you can just shoot them. Headshots in this game do a lot more damage than regular shots. However, you do recover your arrows when you shoot. So, you will have to put an arrow in when you shoot, but pull back and shoot. See? I got the headshot, so I actually missed it. The sun's kind of in my eyes there. The deer cannot leave the island though, so for the most part they're usually not too bad. So, shoot. I actually used up all my arrows there, like an idiot. You can actually wait till they stop running. And then, but the other thing you can actually do is if you get lucky, I'm ran out of stamina, is you can actually just run up and carve up deer. It's not generally the recommended strategy, but if you run out of arrows, like an idiot like I did, you pretty much want to wait for the arrows so you don't waste arrows. We also got white flowers. Come on! You can finish them off. And when you open it, you will have to get your arrows back. Deer guts, deer pelt, deer meat. I recommend shooting for the head. Do not be an idiot like me. And just waste your arrows. But I'm trying really hard to make this concise for you guys, so you don't have like a 20-minute or like a 2-hour long tutorial video. So I think that's actually pretty much all the basic stuff I can teach you. The only other thing I want to do is wait for nighttime so I can show you what happens at night. So I can tell you at night, spiders and nasty stuff will spawn. So I recommend skipping night entirely. So you want to keep exploring islands, collecting loot, And when it's night, you want to skip it. There's actually another deer there. I don't have enough arrows since I wasted all my arrows. You need, I think with this bow, you need 3 headshots to kill a deer. So, actually, I think we got flint, didn't we? Oh, yeah, we got lots of flint, so we can actually make more arrows. But the other thing we can do is create a campfire. You don't want to waste all your flint, because then you can't make a campfire when it is time to rest. So, no, that's not. Okay, so it is nighttime, guys, so pretty much. So what you want to do is, you can go to a visible area so you can try to find the campfire again, but they will expire over time. I believe, at least. So, place down your campfire, and you can interact with it. So, there's a choice. You can rest for a certain amount of hours. So if you rest for 3 hours, night will advance. So 3 hours later, if you look at the moon, you can see how much it advances. So, hour later, or you can just click rest until sunrise, and you'll rest till the earliest sunrise. So, anyway, guys, I think that's pretty much all I can teach you. I showed you how to build all the base guide you need, how to get off the main island, and how to advance. The only thing we didn't actually find is any fruit. So fruit can be useful starting out, and you actually need a special type of fruit to make the fishing pole. That's red fruit or ripe fruit. So I'll quickly see if I can find you some fruit. Oh, there, see right there. That's what it looks like. So there's 2 ways to do it. You can shoot it with an arrow, which I don't recommend. I recommend just hitting the tree. So actually now we got the ripe fruit. I think we can actually make a fishing pole. So I think you need the strong plant fibers to make it. Yes, you do. So 1 of each, and you can make the bamboo fishing pole. So once you have the bamboo fishing pole, again, you can put it on your toolbar. You're going to need bait. So you must equip bait over fish. We have 2 things of bait. We have deer guts, which can be used as baits, but we also got the grub. Better bait has a lower chance to be consumed. So, also you can store bait in your fishing pole, but only a stack at a time. So throw out your bobber. Then you just wait, and when the bobber bobs is when you pull in. It's really a patience game. Just gotta wait. So guys, as you saw, the fishing pole went down. We pulled in and we got a medium mouth sea bass. So it's 1 pound, it gives us 150 food. So you can see that eating the food would refill so much of our health. So we could actually eat the deer meat. It would pretty much fill us up, and we could not eat the sea bass. You would say unable to use this item now. Our item was used up, so now we have to put in our next bait. So fishing can use up quite a bit of bait. However, there is a lot of high tier stuff you can get from fishing. So fishing is generally quite rewarding, and I do recommend it. So can be, I like to fish kind of more often than not, because it can be kind of boring to sitting here waiting for this to go down. So as you get kind of bait, I kind of just throw it out and use it. But if you want to do all your fishing all at once, go ahead. So I think, guys, after this there's one more thing I want to show you, and then we'll be pretty much done the tutorial. I hope you've learned everything you need to survive. If you have any other tips I did not cover, please put them in the comments for new players. Come on fish. Come on, fish. I want to show people what else you get, fish. I'm not sure if moving around affects the fishing. Sometimes I like to. There we go. Another smallmouth sea bass. So we got a medium and a small. See, this one gives a lot less food. So the only other thing I wanted to show you before we go is if you're ever hurt, you can use white flowers to make healing potions. and you can actually craft more than one item. It takes the same amount of time to craft more than one item. So anyway guys, thanks for coming out for this episode of Salt. We'll be back in the next one for more. Thanks guys. Later.